Everybody knows that New Year's resolutions don't work. Sometimes people even have a hard time even setting goals anymore because they never get achieved. They never get done. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to do and achieve your goals and objectives. And what's crazy about this is it actually applies to your business, it applies to your health, it applies to your family, your relationships. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to accomplish, if you go through this little exercise, you will be successful. So pay attention. Okay, cool, great. Number one, let's say your big dream that you wanted to get done in 2020 was you wanted to take your entire family to Maui on this incredible vacation. You're going to spend 2 weeks there. Okay, great. What does that look like? Okay, well, in order to go to Maui, I got to save a bunch of money. Let's say it's $6,000. Okay, what does that look like? Well, in order to save $6,000, that's $500 a month. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, instead to save $500, I need to not go out to lunch during work. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, in order not to go out to lunch, I need to actually take a lunch. Okay, great. What does that look like? I need to actually, meal plan. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, I need to have some meal ideas. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, I need to jump on the internet and find, some ideas. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, then I find the recipes and I got to build a grocery list. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, once I build a grocery list, then I need to go to the grocery store and get the groceries. Okay, great. What will that get you? Well, when I go to the grocery store and get the groceries, then I can use them to make meals. Okay, great. What does that get you? Well, when I can make meals and I can take them to work so I don't have lunch, then I can not eat out. Okay, great. What does that get you? Well, that gets me into the position where I can save money. Okay, what does that get you? Well, that gets me to save money so I can go to Maui. And the thing is that if you get it down to that detail, you're going to ask yourself, did I meal plan on Sunday or whatever day it is? Did I take a lunch to work today? Did I eat out? Yes or no? And when you get to a point where you can actually ask yourself yes or no, you're going to find that the answer is either taking you towards going to Maui or it's taking you away. It's that simple. Because so many times people get focused on achieving the goal that it becomes overwhelming. Let's focus on what we need to do to succeed, right? And you can apply this to, like I said, to your health. Let's say you want to do a Spartan race. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, I need to, get fit. Okay, great. What does that look like? Okay, well, I need to be able to, lift and run and jump and do it or whatever. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, I need to, get up in the morning. Okay, great. What does that look like? Well, I need to get to bed early. Okay, great. What does that look like? You see what I'm saying? You start going through these things. Now, if it's a longer term goal, you might have a couple of 3 things. Like maybe you don't spend a lot of money on going out for lunch. So maybe that only gets you halfway. Maybe you need to set, another one where you're not going to buy, a new pair of shoes every week or whatever it is. Find out what the daily activity is that you need to do to be successful, to take you towards the direction so you're in alignment with what you want to achieve. Focus on that. Did I achieve that? Yes or no? That's the success that you need to be focusing on, not the overwhelming, saving $6,000 so you can go to Maui. And what's really cool about that is it'll start to build momentum because you're going to start having successes, because you're going to ask yourself at the end of the day, did I X? And you're going to say yes or no. And it becomes really, really intentional. So that's all I got. My name is Chris Adams, president of the Adams Technology Group, where we keep your computers and internet running fast and secure. Okay, stay tuned for video number 2 coming up next. Thanks. Bye.